Filternya editan. Gini pakai plugin gitu.
Okay, so we're going to get into this now, guys, and if you can please pay attention while the other groups are also presenting. It's going to take. Do we have a group that is ready to share? We have a group here? Okay, I'm going to pass back here. Everybody give a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, we are from Education and Training for Volunteers in the RM Group. We found that our case study in Sidoarjo, there was a month and in Bojonegoro, and of course in Semarang, you know that in Semarang we have a land subsidence. And we also found that background for the first one, that lack of knowledge from society, so that they don't know how to handle disaster. And the second one is lack of awareness from government to facilitate the recovery post-disaster. And for our background, the last one is domino effect after the disaster. And we have solutions. We have 4 solutions. The first one is education for children through creative methods. You know that professional method is just a useful thing, so that I think every children will be get boring. And for creative methods, I think yes, we think that this is what is that the good solution for children, so that they can be feel happy. And the second one is government needs to create socialization for the society in order to raise society's awareness by engagement and spreading info. This information not only common information, but we need specific information, because every citizen needs every information for government, so that information for us is very important. And the third one is identify local knowledge, and the last one for our solution is simulation to overcome disaster. Thank you.
Okay, is another group ready?
Okay, we are from a group of community level engagement and implementation. We decided each of the steps into the cycle of disaster. But first, what is the main challenge of disaster actually? We felt that the main challenge of disaster first is lack of awareness and preparedness of the society, the psychological effect after the disaster, and the safe place that provided by the government. So the solution is first, we think that youth and young people giving more contribution in the mitigation and the rehabilitation and reconstruction process. First, from the mitigation, we think that optimizing the role of youth organization, for example, the youth organization in the local society, in Indonesia we call it Karang Taruna. Maybe for an example, we can have a collaboration with safe and rescue organization to give education, training skills, and the Karang Taruna or youth organization in the local society can give education for the people in the community. And then for the young women, we can approach them to contribute in the women's society, women community, and share the disaster risk reduction education also. And then as a young people, we can also helping community to advocate and give the platform. Maybe we as young people can assess that the bridge in this road is not good, and we can advocate the government to give more proper facilities. And then we can helping government too through data and research to reduce the risk of disaster, like maybe through mapping of some disaster area, and then for the last is the rehabilitation and reconstruction process. We contribute more in helping psychological rehabilitation, as said here, like just by the culture itself, with Indonesian culture, like we can also help it with gotong royong, and then we can provide emotional help. Maybe women also can contribute more, because we know that women is more emotional and can more relate to the women and children. Women and children with victims. Yeah, that is all from us. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, now next call. I would like to call this group to present here, the presentation here, and will be bring by Satria. Yeah. Give applause to Satria. Here is Satria. And Satria will have some system here. Will be on. Yeah. Dikit. Nah, silakan Satria.
So good afternoon, everyone. We are the representative of community level engagement and implementation group, which is focused on society awareness to disaster risk and climate change issue. Here, I would like to tell you guys the result of our discussion, which is consists of the problem itself and how we solve or the resolution of its problem. So basically, the main problem of the society awareness to disaster risk and climate change in not only in Indonesia but also in most of all countries in the world is lack of the awareness of the people itself. So here we as a youth, we have like several unique and implementative solution, which is consists of how we engage and involve the community and citizen. The first one is the climate for.
Well, this is a change for climate movement. If you maybe know about country trade carbon, this is implementation country trade carbon in personal trade carbon. So everyone you can more awareness about how to reduce their emission by personal.
And then the second one is storytelling, which is we educate children to a fun and interactive way, which is the lack of this community engagement in Indonesia based on already told and said by Putri Indonesia 2009, which is most of us are always talk about the data, talk about the program, but we never involve the citizen or the community itself. So basically the project is just for us, just for the community, but never affect the citizen or the society. And then we want to focus on the green agent, and then the community mapping disaster. What is green agent? Green agent is a school representative, which is in student high school, which is to select the representative of the school, and then we train them for 1 year. We involve them on how to discuss and discuss about the program, and then we also involve and engage them to speak in front of the public, speak of the society, to improve the awareness to disaster risk and climate change. And then the most interesting one of the result for our discussion is how we use the digital technology to help this issue solve. How? The first thing is community mapping disaster or youth climate mapper. Back in 2015, which is on March 2015, World Conference on Disaster Risk Reduction are held in Sendai, Miyagi Prefecture, Japan. One of the results is how this issue, disaster risk reduction, also engage the community, the special education needs or disabilities people and senior citizen. That's why we want to make community mapping disaster. Why? The solution is we go directly to people. We make like a cultural approach. We want to make a different approach. We make a cultural approach like discussion or musyawarah in Indonesia. We ask them what is the main problem, what is the main disaster happen in this area, and then we collect the data. And then we have a cooperation with BPBD, Badan Penanggulangan Bencana Daerah. And why we put the solution? Because back in 2015, from March to September, one of our group already experienced in UNICEF Youth Climate Member. That's why it will have society. And then campaign social media, web platform, and mobile apps for the information and report center. So in this 2016, just last month, the UNDP held competition named UN Big Idea, which is collaborate the big data and also the public data to help solve the society and society problem. So how it works? The first thing is we collect the data from the public. Why? We have a web platform and mobile app. So anyone from anywhere, from any time, can access the information about what is disaster, what is climate change, how to preserve our nature, and how to solve this problem together to synergize with this community and young people. And then we also develop the mobile app. So people, even people with special educational needs, can access the information and can share to their partner, to their family. So this information are more program. And then collaboration with government framework. So from this public data, we want to collaborate with the government. So this public data can develop into big data, and the government can spread the information to the citizen, to society. And I believe that all of this solution will help to solve the problem, especially in society awareness to disaster risk and climate change. Satu kalimat terakhir, grup kami percaya bahwa aku dan kamu adalah kita yang akan membawa perubahan untuk masa depan. Terima kasih.
Ya, terima kasih Satria dan grupnya cukup. Jadi di sana memang ada semacam energi yang belum tersalurkan katanya. So much energy over there, ya. So how you bring this energy to be positive in the other context. Now, the other group, I would like to invite which one? This group? Okay, please go down. Make your presentation. Come on. Ya, silakan sebelah sini. Sebelah sini. Siapa yang akan membawakan? Siapa? Jadi this is 3 presenters, ya, 3 Febrian and Ilsan. So, Ilsan 3 please.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Good evening. My name is Anina, and we will go. Okay. Point 3: Education and training for volunteers in the RF. After discuss our opinion in this paper, first we can campaign use of art. Use of art like music or dancing or anything else about art, about disaster, about important when emergency disaster coming. This is many collaboration with many community in the city, like Surabaya. Many community we can collaboration campaign use of art, and then many people in we can make campaign in the alun-alun center of city. Maybe many people is interesting. No, no, not after campaign. We thinking about launching emergency disaster application. Maybe it's possible. We can download in the app, Play Store or yeah, anything else. Launch start, and then open recruitment volunteer. After campaign, many people interested with education for emergency disaster, and then operate volunteer, and then meeting, education and training about disaster, support by BNPB atau Badan Nasional Penanggulangan Bencana. So in forum there are many children, youth and adult. It's impossible. So we can education and training and or anything else about disaster, about emergency disaster or
So maybe the conclusion is we're making a campaign using arts, and then people will find it interesting, and then by campaign using arts, we launch emergency disaster apps. And after that, we're making an open recruitment for volunteer, where we will teach them for the first step what to do if you are involved in any kind of disaster. And then there's the meeting. The meeting is supported by BNPB, and the meeting can be attended by children, youth, or even an adult. So after that, there's an action. That's the last thing. Like, yeah, do the action. Maybe that's it. Thank you.
okay, thank you.
Ya, terima kasih Ika dan teman-teman. Halo, what is everybody? Halo. Oh, masih bangun. Still late. Now I would like to invite the group of engagement, community engagement. Please, ready, coming. Go down here. This group. Come on, go down. And after that, I would like to invite the group of education and training. So, next group, please be ready. Yeah. So we will hear the presentation of community engagement. And after this group complete, I would like also to invite kita to make some short summary. Yeah. Please kita be ready. Yeah. Okay, I will give to.
Oh, yang Nicholas Julius itu presidennya Isaac ya?
To Hafid, please Hafid.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Afif Wazan Muslim. I come from Makassar University. So, talking about community level engagement and implementation. So, how we engage community to get involved in disaster relief? So, actually, I believe that most of youth are getting care enough to the disaster reduction. But the question is, how we to get involved, where to go when the disaster comes, how we do, and am I needed? So that's the question. So I have a very simple solution, but I think it's implementable and all of us can do it. So we made a single platform only for open the volunteers. So when the disaster comes, you can access this platform, access this website, and the website will also provide all what we need, what we prepare, where to go, and that's all. we just make a single platform that run maybe from government or NGOs, organizations. So it just only take one popular platform for all of us. So where the disaster comes, we can go through this website and then access and then provide and then read all the material that we need to come to the disaster place. So every one city, one platform. That's all. So maybe in Makassar where there's a flood disaster, and then after that we hear from the TV, and then we can just go to the single platform and read whatever we need, everything we need, what we should prepare, and go to the disaster place. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, the last group, can you come down for the policy?
So we will hear the last group to present. Yeah, last but not least. Yeah, come on. Mohon waktunya dipercepat sedikit, teman-teman, waktunya dipercepat, lari-lari, loncat-loncat. Iya, kita kasih applause. Ini kelihatannya terakhir mantap ini ya. Danu, so I will give this forum to Danu. Please Danu.
Yeah, so guys, good afternoon. And today I will make it really simple. So, in order for us to understand how to mitigate a disasters, I will divide it into three types: pre-disasters, during disasters, and post-disasters. And each part has their own problems. For example, the pre-disasters. For example, like there's lack of attention about the standard of buildings for surviving disasters. So buildings tend to build for economical benefits only, but it never really shows, it never really prepared for disasters. And also, there's no educations for children, for society to face, to be prepared when a disaster is came. And also, there's no standard in health workers' competence about disaster management. And so how do we fix this? For the first, the Indonesian government should be modeling the disasters before make a policy. It means that the government should look back for previous disasters, gather some data, and finally create a policy that eventually will help to prevent or to minimize the impact of the future disasters. And also, there has to be standards in terms of buildings, of structures, and so those buildings and structures are able to withstand disasters, or at least give minimum damage to the disaster itself. And so let's move on to during the disasters. The first problem is that people are panicked. As we can see, when a disaster is came, people are running off, thinking nothing but save their life. And this is a problem, because if we panic, we don't think clearly. And this is because we lack of preparations from since we being a little boy or girl, we have no idea when a disaster has come, how can we react? And the second is that during the disasters, the buildings tend to destroy easily. They collapse, they kill people. This is problems too.
And so, solutions for this is that we have to make a educational system for our children, to tell our children how to react during disasters. And let's just say, let's make it a curriculum in in primary or in secondary schools. Let's make it something that children will always remember by putting it into our educational systems. And the second is that and there's also the volunteers that helping the refugee. I know. Yeah, let's give it. The second is post. Sometimes in post disasters, there's some certain problems came up. The first thing is that the Indonesian government often learn after the accident, not before. And also, and during the post-disasters, there's a lot of problems in terms of the health of the refugees and also the sanitation in their refugee place. And the third is that the government of Indonesia doesn't have any policy to organize a group of volunteers or NGO that came to the disaster location to help. Many people come to help, but they're not organized well. And so the solution is that first that we need a policy to organize those volunteers and those NGOs in order for them to work efficiently. And second is that make a simple communications like for searching for lost brothers and sisters or fathers and mothers, so that the simple thing is that make the media simpler to reconnect to the victims and their families. And the third is that there has to be the government, especially the should concern about sanitation of the refugees, not just their food, not just their shelter, or not just their water, but also the cleanness and the healthiness of the refugees is a crucial part of that too. So I think that's it, guys. Thank you for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Sanu, and give last applause to this group again, please. But first, I would like to maybe to stress on what she said about refugee. I think this is maybe not refugee, but displaced people. Okay. So all groups are on the presentation. So now I would like to invite Ibu Gita to give your short summary of the whole groups. Please, Ibu Gita, time is yours. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barney. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope all of you still wake up. Okay. I think the discussion is running so interesting from the plenary A and plenary B. And it is an amazing input from the young generation, especially from this university. So give applause for all of us. Thank you. And then it's just a kind of a simple wrap up from the solution from each group. So I will read it one by one, not too many. So from from education and training for volunteers in the RM. The point is lack of knowledge of society. So how to improve, how to build the capacity of the people, to educate them to more aware for disaster risk reduction. Education for children and governments create socialization for society, building capacity to local government, and the interesting one is use arts for raising the awareness to the RR. Education with high technology also. And then the second groups about the community level engagement and implementations also highlight the lack of awareness. So this is some steps for young generation to give more contribution in mitigation, response, and rehabilitation. And then you can advocate the government to give more proper facilities, and then contribute by your local capacity, climate movement, educate the children with an interesting way, create an agent for promoting the RM, and then use social media and digital technology to inform all the community and discuss about the RM. And then we must have only one single platform, that is the main point, is one single platform for accessing the information about which action that the young people can contribute with. And then the last group is talking about the institutional policy and arrangement. It divides into three paths of disaster: pre, during, and post-disaster. So the policy in the pre-disaster must look at the mitigation, education standard for disaster management workers, and government should look back from the previous disasters to make policy, and then during the policy must look at the needs of the volunteers, and then for the post-disaster, we must look at the needs of the health, and then refugees, and then rehabilitation and reconstruction, and the policy needs to organize a group of volunteers and NGO to work effectively and effectively. I think that is a wrap up from me. Once again, I would like to say thank you to all of the speakers who come today, and then all of participants. Thank you so much for your kind attention and contribution. May this can be helpful help for us in disaster risk reductions. So once again, thank you. Good afternoon, and I hope we can have photo sessions in the Hall of Fame in front of this ballroom after this session. Thank you. Good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, so yeah, we've wrapped up now. So if everyone could collect their belongings, or you can leave them here, whatever you want. But we're going to head out in front of the poster in the hallway there and get a photo of everyone in the group. So, and also after that, you're on break, so you're then free to leave.
As you're walking out, there's a few brochures and leaflets from UNV. Please feel free to take them. If you would like to ask any questions of any of the remaining speakers, UNV, or we have UNDP, please feel free to approach the speakers. Also, after taking the photo, if you're a facilitator or rapporteur, please collect the notes from your session. We do need those notes to do a follow-up summary. And we have a little gift for the facilitators and rapporteurs as well. So after the photo, please get your groups to go outside to take a quick photo, and we've got a little gift from UNV for you as well. Thank you so much to everybody.
Halo, hai, tolong semuanya keluar ke depan. Kita akan buat grup foto, ya sama-sama ya. Rame-rame kita keluar ke depan ke sana. Kita akan buat grup foto, oke? Jangan lupa catatannya diberikan di dalam masjid utama.
Di